Yo! Yeah, get the songs going. Yeah. The theme. Yeah. It's Friday. Is it? Yep. Friday the 20th. It's like the final day, kind of. Close. Yo, brother. How are you, man? How's life? Feels pretty good. End of the year. Well, end of the work year. Today's Lou's last day. My last day of actual work. Could be last day of this particular stream set. Pretty pumped up. Friday all day, every day, or just on Friday. Oh, the camera's broken already. We're back. Why does it do that? Oh, a special Friday shirt on. Pumped up. We got to a pretty good state yesterday. And then today is, so we did trains on tracks, rail building, we got the 3D world, and now we're into the sort of fun stuff. Converting the level in Blender, and then bringing it back in, which we started, and then we wanted to try this. We got slopes done yesterday. Slopes done. With some of this working stuff here. Yeah, it's crazy how that works. It's like day plus plus. That just looks like day H. It's crazy how we got here. It's crazy how it's almost the end of the year. Just moments ago we were trying to learn stuff and do things and make games. So where is the game at the moment? A game, the prototype. Oh yeah, this morning I came in and fixed a couple of things. Like I fixed this camera rotation and zoom. So there's a max and a minimum zoom, and the rotation actually rotates properly. Time flies when you're struggling to learn basic programming concepts. Wave function collapse, and it's not really working. Yeah. I wish I could help you there. I haven't studied it. I've seen it from just, oh yeah, but what are you doing it in an engine or on your own implementation? We can also now load, when we load the level data, it loads in the the tracks and the train. We figured out slopes, we figured out rotations. We now know the basics of matrices, which is quite exciting. Because I'm really starting to get enthused about the idea about learning graphics programming. As I was discussing, there was someone in the chat who knows a bit more about all this stuff, and I kind of was thinking that a custom engine, yeah, it's got systems and the game design, but then there's this big graphics task, which is a big subject. And realizing that if you want to do it yourself, you kind of need to know, you kind of need this. But I'm kind of excited about it. Bit of a yak shave. Implemented Go app in Zig. And then I decided to make a 2D world, test it out, which led to wave function collapse. Is this using raylib or something, or is it just you just going raw dog Zig to the world? What? I'm just gonna look that up. Yak shave. Programming lingo seems in the series that have to be completed before the next. Isn't that yak shaving is a programming lingo for seemingly endless series of small tasks that have to be completed before the next step in the project can move forward? Isn't that everything? Isn't that everything you do? You go, oh, it's going to be real quick. We'll just quickly, and then it never is. So I already did some tinkering this morning. Yeah, raylib. Oh, yep. Good call. Looks like trains on Play-Doh. I know. Look at this plastic, beautiful thing. So this is today's mission is to make a level, one that doesn't look quite as weird as this. Make a level, send it to Blender, convert it, make materials for it, texture it, export the textures, bake them, load them back in. And then the ultimate goal would be to implement the real basic PBR example. That would be the dream. So I think I'm going to start with, there's a, yeah, the specular, I know. I love it. I love how bad it looks. Oh, that's just auto-loading that. So let's not load this yet. Don't worry. You got to get used to things looking terrible. It's all part of the thing. So is it at the end of this function? We load. Where do we load the? Come on, man! I just want to load the. Where is the thing? Terrain test. It is. Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay. Oh, we can load it. It's fine, but we don't need to draw it. Oh, the camera, the bloody camera. Deactivate. Activate. Activate. All right, stay unfrozen. So on render, oh wait, we already moved off render. Render. So first of all, we don't need to draw this. Okay. There might be some bug fixing to do, though I don't know whether it's worth it. Oh, that's right, we're no longer drawing the, we want to draw this and draw these. This way you should have some sort of if-def going on. Bing, bing, bang, boom. So currently, if we make one of these, this might be an interesting test. Rail mode, go to there, that works. That one to that one does it the wrong way around, which is interesting. So this draw model EX, these are explicit. 90, 180, negative 90, and 90. Rail horizontal, rail northeast. Yeah. Oh. So that works for flat rail. Excuse me. Ding, 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 ding. Come on, camera, stick with me. Sloped straight rail is along the Y. And if I open recent sloped straight rail, it's sloped that way. Oh, okay. These don't actually work for this. Oh, they should. No, they shouldn't. Wait. Rail horizontal and rail vertical, right? And this is the build offset. That's fine. And this, this is why. Okay, yeah. My bad. We need F32 rotation equals 0.0 F. I think we can do it in one line. Equals cell terrain type is equal to terrain flat question mark, and if it is 0.0 F, and if not, it is 90.0 F times the cell rotation orientation. Bada bing, bada boom. Vertical. So that's vertical. I guess we'll try this and then make sure we use the rotation here. I did some little tests in Blender this morning, and I gotta say it was pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped up about that, to get into some art pipeline stuff, but also just to get into anyone at OpenGL or like a graphics wizard interested in that kind of stuff. I should have saved the level, but we'll make a little thing that what we want is a slope of every description like that. That's what we want, and we want one of these. And oh, we didn't do it. Okay, save that. Rail mode. Okay, that one works. That one doesn't work. Oh, dude, why does it pick that one? That's annoying. And let me guess, this one works? Yeah. So now we've got the exact opposite ones that work. I think I've got starting to formulate a idea. My feeling is definitely if it's like joy plus learning plus quality of the process, what the process is. I feel like the custom way gives me the most. I even think it makes a better quality, even though it may look terrible and take longer. I mean, it's possible. The learning levels are high. The joy levels are pretty high when it works. They can be pretty low when it doesn't work. And this equals custom engine at the moment. And what I thought is start the project with raylib and OpenGL and take it as far as you possibly can. And then start, if you need to break it open and change the graphics API or something later, then do that. That's my current thinking. We've just we're retaking a lease on our place in Sydney, and we're going to be here for another year at least. So might just put the head down, do the streams, make it happen.
We're not too sure exactly how we're going to do it, but it kind of happens.
I've heard about Love. Love is what Balatro was made with, right? The thing is I would rather move. I want to go from, if I say like There's 0 here. And then there's like engine. And this is like, you know, a full engine. And raylib is like over here. And then there's like bevies over here or something. I actually want to end up more. I want to end up here. But coming from here, but I can't because I don't know enough. So I come from here and move towards here. I don't really care about the engine. It doesn't have to be an engine, but a tool chain that can make the thing, make the game that we're trying to make. What were we doing? Oh, we were having an issue. Let's just check. Okay, those are wrong now. Rotation equals, this should be 90.0 F. I believe that was what that was. Learning from first principles, I've been doing the same thing. So the cool thing about working in raylib, I have it as an actual project in the project, so you can go into it like I did. I fixed the camera by going into our camera and seeing, oh, they've got all the transformations for the camera. I don't know why they're not exposed to you. It's probably too much, but you can make them exposed so you can just see what's going on. If you wanted to do it yourself or adapt it or something. In our core, you got the, okay, it shows you what the process of doing raylib, OpenGL, all this stuff is. What we're doing. Okay, that's working and that's working. That's working. That's working. Oh shit! Is it happening? Oh, I hate that so bad. Alright, we'll be fixing bugs. I don't even do anything. There it goes. That's pretty cool. Oh, dude, do it. Come on, man. I need this initialization thing. That's there. That one to that one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, because most people look at the systems language and be like, what the heck? Okay. So we fixed our little slope bug. Happy to move on now and make a level to then make it pretty. Try and get some rendering going on. Maybe we'll start with a little thing like this, and maybe there's a little thing in the middle like that. A little. Is it supposed to look real? Or is it supposed to just be a strange thing? Maybe it comes up here. Oh, my hotkeys! I'm not so good at that. This is the little archway thingy, my bob. Let's get some height on this sucker. Oh yeah, this is what's tricky. It doesn't kind of work. Maybe you need to build it from bottom up. We'll keep going up, eh? We'll just keep going up. It's 10 high. Let's save it in case we break something. Beep, 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 beep. Some sort of plateau thingy up here. Oh, okay. We'll just leave like that for now. I don't know why. Oh, it's starting to choke the starting to choke the frame rate a bit, having all these cubes. They're not very well optimized. Oh no, that ain't the one. Oh yeah, maybe it's just a little feature like that. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's a little thing. We can make a little train go round and round. Have a bit of fun with that. Okay, so we save that. And then go into Blender, go new. Now I did do some work with some shaders and stuff, but I think I might just do it again because it was kind of fun. And the process of it's good to learn. We import the OBJ that the game exported just then. We get this hideous mess, which, because the normals are not saved. And we'll just call this grid raw for now. What is it? Shift D. Okay, we'll turn that guy off. Then this guy, we're gonna add like a remesher to this. And make it a bit more blocky. Smooth shade it. Adaptivity. Kind of needs to be clear what the things are. Voxel size. We need to keep the slopes. Let's turn off smooth shading, eh? Oh yeah, that needs to show. Yeah, that's probably a good amount of level of detail. And we'll put on the wireframe so we can see it. Add a modifier, generate triangulate. Everything wants to be triangles. Shade smooth doesn't seem to do anything, but maybe in the normals we can hit auto smooth. Or is it something to do with this? Oh, yep. Okay. So we apply that and apply that. So say we start with something like that, right? And then you could do whatever you want with this. You could like you could grab the bottom of it or something. I don't know if like scaling it would work. You kind of want to do like a we'd want to do a scale along the normals. Can you do that? Why does it not let me do the thing? Just scale. Whoa, not like that. Just scale the whole thing. Oh no, that ain't. It needs to be like an inflate thing or something. Down, down, down. I think you can do it in like, is it like in tool? Or whatever. Anyway, you could sculpt it a little bit. What I might do though first is do the shading thing, because I guess if you give it to an artist and then the clear parts need to remain clear, but then you can kind of do whatever else you want with it. Hello. Shader editor. Okay. So this guy will add a new matte and we'll call it land or terrain. I think maybe we do it this way. And we have shader editor up here. Shader editor, okay. So we could take in the geometry and we separate, split X, separate X, Y, Z. Yeah, and then we put, is it the Y? So I put that into a color ramp. Pop that in there. Oh, we should put it on shaded mode. Oh yeah, and now we get those faces. This is the top faces. Let's turn this down a bit. Have you fixed the rail placement bug? Yes. Let's just verify that. So it turned out to be that the way it was doing flat rail is it's either vertical or horizontal, so it was explicitly saying this rail piece, which is just the flat rail, to be either vertical or horizontal. So I needed to have another case where it's a slope rail and then do it based on the orientation of the slope. So it was a pretty easy fix in the end. It was just dumb programming. Also fixed the camera, so the camera now rotates properly. So I had a bit of fun with making these like kind of cartoony little, you can make a mask, right? Maybe you want the mask to be up a bit higher. Yep. Or maybe it's the grass comes down off the edge a bit. I don't know. Anyway, you can have one mask and then you can have a color ramp into this one and say, I want this to be some sort of earthy brown into some sort of green. Yeah. But you can also have like different colors to create interesting effects, maybe. It actually worked better when you pipe this in directly. And when you make this a slightly different color. Oh yeah, you can. Weird orange world. Have a little border color or something. Not a border collie. That's kind of cool-ish, I guess. Orange is a bit weird. Blue, perfect. Saturation way down. Brightness way down. Maybe the dark edge is cooler, and then yeah, we could have a. Have this be a slightly different color. Oh yeah. I think I want it the other way around. Yeah, something like that. So the process, I mean, I'm working off of the bigger overall goal examples. The bigger overall goal, because I don't really know how the material system works. But what I would like to do is go down to this very last, most hardest one and do this PBR setup. See if we can do this, which means we can make use of albedo, middleness, and these are combined middle, rough, and ambient occlusion. Normals, diffuse. What's it? Oh, albedo. Albedo map. What's the difference? Albedo color. Get shader location. Alright, so I had a little tinker with this, and you have to bake these down to image textures, which Blender can do. It'd probably be way more rougher. We can make it like the other thing, like this plastic gloss. Also was messing with some noise, which you can put into bump height into the normal, say, I mean, this is probably going to look hideous. Oh, the other thing you want to do at the point of when you are sure about the level, which is probably not quite yet, because this mapping is going to be just based on some cube mapping. Turn the strength way down on that. If you want little normal maps, if you want some chunky dirt, but say you only wanted it in the dirt, you could use this mask to sort of multiply first this guy into the height. So it should just go on, this is just going on the grass, but if we do it the other way around now, it should just be on the rocks. So this is EV. I don't know where the bump mapping is gonna look cool, but we could, if we go into sculpt mode and we get the grab brush, we just like, I'm just thinking like you could just, you know, make the levels a little bit unique somehow. Smooth. You probably don't want to go too hundies. Oh yeah. Smooth off the corners a bit. It's not so blocky. And you can make unique features or whatever. Grab brush. If I pull it out, will it start to... Well, the other thing is doing the remeshing after the fact. Smoothing. So if we put the grid raw back in, you can kind of see where the actual thing is. I don't know what the process of doing this actually would be. And like things like this, you could, I don't know, you could model out to look however you want. With a big blob here for some reason. With eyes like a frog. You'd need to be careful about remeshing. Whoa, what did I do, sir? My frog dude. This needs to be on clay strips. Is there a thing where you can be like, hey, only affect the... I learned this. Where did I learn this? I've been a video editor for a long time, and I did a lot of visual effects as well. So is that, it's actually pushing out. Why is it pulling the whole thing? I just want to be front faces only. Yeah, don't affect the back faces. Yeah, there you go. Did a lot of visual effects. Some CG. This doesn't... if things don't look good... Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay. We're just experimenting. Make that go in. Make that go in or something. I don't know. Make a rock come out here. Hideous. Select all this stuff and just bring it down or something. Because I was imagining like the levels have some sort of like ocean or something. Or there's something. What happens now if I want to remesh this again, but make it oh, yep. And then triangulate. So this might be the way to do it, to leave this on, and then when you're in sculpt mode, will it adapt? Oh, a nice little thing there. It's quite cool how it's all procedural, eh? Imagine if you had this in your game engine. It might make... This probably won't line up very well with the rail. Wicked Engine is an open source engine. I'm sure it is, but we're swearing off engines. We're moving away from engines. We are becoming engine. We have become the engine. Ooh. Oops. Yeah, there's probably like some dangers here. Yeah, oh, sculpt tools and stuff. Yeah, UE5's got some fancy dancy stuff, doesn't it? Let's just export this. Export GLTF. It's not going to have all the fancy stuff with it. Prototype models. Terrain test. Include selected objects, data, mesh, apply modifiers, export. So we're going to have our Play-Doh back. There it is. Why didn't it shade it? Do we set the materials? I thought we set the materials. We're loading it. Seems like we're not setting the materials though. Things kinda, oh yeah. Why are we not shading it? Is it because, what does it say about this? Mesh uploaded, rail slope, terrain test, mesh count 1, material count 1. +1 default. It's probably because it's baking it out with some, I don't know if this exists, it might just crash. Oh no, there we go, we've got our plastic, a globulus. And then when we draw again, we will not draw the, I guess we can just say here, if 0, and then end if. Scratch is the superior game engine. So now if I load up my grid, we should be able to still, oh yep. It's hard to see where things go. Definitely goes beyond the blobs. You might not get away with being so blobulous. Just give me the... Bim bam 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 bam. So what did I do last time that saved the actual rail placements? Go train. Go around this blobulous world we've created. One file for your whole game. That's what we've got. Main.c. Obviously. Yo, okay, well the theory works. Oh, could we? I don't know how to set the... It might just be the... is everything just the same level of shininess? Everything's rendering through lighting, lighting dot fragment shader. So specular equals vector 3 0. Spec color In this light thing, oh, we're back. We're back to where we were. In our lights, create light, update light values. Shader, enable type lock, position lock, target lock, light color, lock color. So where is it? This is why I don't really know how it's, because it seems like specular 0 looking at this. Lights max. I could just try bake out the texture and load that on. But do we just go for the full PBR? Peanut butter and random and ridiculousness. Look at this ugly level. It's too blobular, eh? It was better before that remesh. Oh, voxel size. Voxel size. And then add a decimate. Unsubdivide? Is that just going to create a horrible, horrible mesh? Collapse ratio. This is the kind of mesh we want. Triangulated. Is this the mesh we want to end up with? Look at this thing. Does it matter? It doesn't look good. Turn that on. That's probably okay. It's quite a lot of triangles. How many triangles is it? 37,000? It's not much for the GPU. Either way, we kind of have to commit this. So we'll just commit it. Well, we'll duplicate it here at this point. And say grid edited 01 and grid edited 02, 002, and we will commit this. Apply. Oh no, not decimate. Apply. And then we need to smart UV project this bad boy. Now when we get this, can we do a UV projection? And that will make the normals project on the UV much more better. Here. Interesting. Oh, interesting. A little darker color. Okay, interesting. All right. So all we need to do from here is add image texture. New image texture. We'll make it 2K. Don't know if that's enough, but it's enough for now. And we can go terrain, albedo. Okay. And then I think we go to cycles mode and go to GPU mode. What does it look like, by the way? Beautiful. We can go to baking and we can bake the diffuse without any direct or indirect contributions. And if we hit bake, whoops. Let's split this and change this to an image editor and go to the terrain albedo. There's a little UV map thingo. And if we pipe that color into there, we get the exact same result, except for a couple of ugly polygons. Why though? I don't want ugly polygons, sir. Take the normals off. Yeah, that still baked it. It still kind of baked it pretty ugly. Does it need to be a higher resolution, or is it this UV unwrapping? What does UV unwrap do? Edge seams may need to be added. Okay, it can't just do it. UV, we did smart UV project. Let's set it at 60. Island margin 0.1 or something. And then bake to this texture. Bake! We should see this update a little bit. Wow. That looks worse. But ironically, ooh. Is that because of the low resolution of this thing? It is. It looks bad. UV, smart UV project, this should be 0.01. Okay. And change this to UV editor. Okay, those look a bit better. So let's bake that again. Down, 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 down. Base color. Okay. It's a little low res, but seems to be okay. Could make it higher res. Let's just try to image, save as. Go to Daisy Trains, res, and we can have a new folder. Textures. Terrain albedo. RGBA. Seems okay. Now we can just carry on with our bad texture 2D terrain albedo. And we can say up here we'll load that. Terrain albedo equals load texture. From res models, not res models, res textures. Terrain albedo.png. And then because we don't know what one it's using, we'll just set them both. Whoa. Texture equals terrain albedo. And does it want a pointer? Oh, is there no such thing as texture? Has no field texture. Why though? A material map. Materials dot material maps. And what material maps do we have? Are they just called maps? Maps. Maps, material, map. I mean, this is where I want to put albedo in. It probably just wants that. But we'll see if that actually works. Oh, we should unload that texture also. Okay. Oh, did something fail to load? Debug console. Failed to open file. Terrain abledo. Abledo. Okay. Terrain test loaded. Terrain test.gb file loaded. Texture loaded successfully. Run game. Main. Unload texture. Terrain albedo. So I could just keep adding these and hoping for the best. But I don't know if that's actually going to do anything. Why are we getting gray for? I don't even know if it's using this stuff. Material float params. Yeah, so this is why I don't want to do it this way. I'm going to try with the PBR, which is probably way more complicated. So we need to look at this. Things we need to do. We need a light. This uses a light struct that might be similar to the one in lights. Let's see how far we can get. Shader, shader. They just call it shader. We are going to call it shader. Shader. PBR shader. And we're obviously going to need this PBR shader, which is in resources, shaders basic PBR. No, it's under shaders, GLSL 330. Stop taking me all the way down. I just want the thing. PBR fragment shader, vertex shader. Download the raw file. Div, C, daisy trains, res, shaders, PBR thing. And PBR fragment shader. Download PBR fragment shader. Nice. So when we do this up here, we can do the same thing. We can say PBR shader equals load shader with res shaders PBR dot vertex shader and res shaders PBR dot fragment shader. And then up here we can unload shader, PBR shader. Yeah. Okay. Just to check that we can load the shader. Fragment shader compiled successfully. Compiled. Okay. We've got the PBR shader. That's a good start. We got the shader. Now we need shader.locations. We need to set all these shader locations. And this is going to be PBR shader. Just, yeah, give me, it has to be match case. Shader, come on, man. Oh, dude, this thing is so annoying. Shader, PBR, shader, PBR, shader. 3 shader, 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 shader. Okay. So these are locations. So these are just like integers. Are they? Shader locations array. Metalness, roughness, and ambient occlusion are all packed into an MRA texture. They're passed as to the shader metalness location for convenience. Shader already takes care of it accordingly. Okay. So that's something we need to figure out. That's cool. Int light count lock equals get shader location number of lights. Did we get view position? We got view position. Set shader value. Okay, so this is setting the max lights. Max lights is defined already. And this is PBR shader. And this is PBR shader. Okay, and then set up ambient color and intensity parameters. Ambient intensity, color, da-da-da. Vector 3, stop doing that. Vector 3 ambient color normalize. So we want everything to be between 0 and 1 because we're dealing with shaders. Get shader location, shader ambient color. Okay, so those are all be on the shader. Let's do one thing at a time. This here, we're already doing it for the other shader. PBR shader, PBR, PBR, PBR. Similarly, it's done here for the basic lighting shader. Then get location for shader parameters that can be modified in real time. I mean, I'm not going to use them, but we'll do it. Shader, shader, shader. Then load the old car model. So this is where we want to do all the terrain stuff. So we'll pull our terrain up here. Terrain. And eventually our cars and stuff. Let's go here. PBR. And let's have a little space here because that's something else. So car.material 0, 0. So it loads in. Warning, we know this model consists of a single model.meshes and that model material 0 is by default assigned to that mesh. There could be more complex models consisting of multiple meshes and multiple materials, but always one mesh equals one material. Yeah. So we want to shadow that theory. So we're going to say we only want one. Hopefully there's only one. Oh, actually, we do want these lines, don't we? So terrain test, I don't know whether we want to load default material. That might be bad. First things first. Hello? Shader equals PBR shader. Hello? Ooh! A smoothie. A smoothie. Okay. Set up material 0 for some defaults. No. Oh wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Lou's finished work for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats, babe. And we got a smoothie to celebrate. Shenanigans. Well, I have a doggy. I've got 2 doggies. Where are they? Come here. Easy, come on.
Let's go, come on, bud. Come on. Come say hello.
Oh, yeah. I know. Beansy, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. I know. Okay, I'll try to make the camera big. Oh, 2 doggies. Let's make the camera big. Yeah. This is chili beans. And that's Tabasco. And that's Lou. Tabasco hates being picked up. They're very excited because Mum's home. Come on. Oh, look at that boy. Yes. Huh? I took them like an hour ago or something. Maybe 2 hours. It's hard to know. Time flies.
2 hours.
Could be. Some other. The straw does an ASMR. It's no good. What were we doing? We're doing terrain test. Dot material 0. So we're setting all these things to some defaults, right? Don't know why. And now we're loading the textures. But all we're going to load to begin with is this albedo. Terrain albedo equals, so we don't need to store it, it seems. We just need to say terrain test material 0 dot maps material map albedo dot texture equals load texture. And then you'd get the metalness, the normal, the emission. And this is the floor, we don't need that. And then they're doing this thing with lights. Car texture tiling equals vector 2. I mean, we could use this. We'll make it anyway, because I don't know what they're doing with it. Because we don't want any texture tiling. Texture tiling. Create some lights. Set up material texture maps. Usage in shader. Note, by default, the texture maps are always used. Okay. Well, I don't want to use them. But we'll see what happens.
Sometimes we just do it, and then see what happens.
Okay, so we're through our setup. And looking at that, if I go over to the PBR shader, fragment shader, it has these use text emissive, so these are all params. Though you wouldn't want to have these not lined up, would you? When you could. All right, so we need to set the camera position set shader value, and I think we do this already with the other one. Update. Blah de blah blah blah. Where is that? Do we do it in render? Set shader value. Update light values. Float through camera position. We get it. We do it there, so we may as well do it again for the PBR shader. PBR shader. And everything else is the same. Update light. So we've got this update light values. Begin drawing. Set shader value. Do we need to do this? Set floor model texture tiling and emissive color. So that's to tile the floor. But then I'm like, are we tiling the are we doing texture tiling? Sorry, keep double clicking. Old car model texture tiling emissive color. You need to do this every frame? Should we do it every frame? Should we see what happens? Nothing. That's exciting. We just gotta check draw edit thing, draw the car model. What happens if we draw it white? Do we just get a white thing? So we get no information. That's... Let's set all these and see what happens. Set shader value, PBR shader, shader. Render. Texture tiling loc. So where is that defined in here? Go away. Stop doing that. Int main. Oh, we did them here. So they need to be stored. They kind of suck. I said this one's never used. Did we do them? Or did we opt out? Are these. So we need a make these things, whatever they do, whoever they're for. I guess this could be const, whatever. Maybe not, just so it doesn't mess with my alignment. Is this going to be one of those ones where it's like, why not working? Why not working? Okay, car texture tiling. Did I make it? Oh, this is terrain texture tiling. Yeah. Terrain texture tiling. Terrain material 0. Terrain test. Dot material 0 map emission color. Is this something to do with the lights? Ooh, everything is offsetted. Oh no, those are just so. The basic lighting is still working, but the PBR no, not so good. So is there anything else we're missing? Let's just check, because in the loop there is another thing, set shader value. In the loop, update light. We've got this update light call, create light, update light. And I just want to check that we're doing that. Update light values. Is this the same thing? Set shader value, shader. Oh, we need to do this twice? With the PBR shader. With the directional light. Beautiful. Let's go back here and check what's going on with this. So we set the shader, the light enabled lock, light dot enabled shader uniform int. This is not the way to do this. Whoa. We set the shader value, the type loc, light type, light position X, position Y, position loc. Send the shader light target position values. Okay, so we've got light target X, Y, and Z. Set shader value. Target location. So it does 3 of them. Ooh, and also this is different to these lights. So this kind of light, when we create a light, update light values, okay. These, we're gonna need these. Const void pointer. Okay, so what is the difference here? Oh, have you done that thing again? Stop opening things. Thing is, I'm using this RL lights thing. Type equals type. Does this have light types? Directional, point, or spot? So this. Oh, is this just color? Color. And where is intensity? light, light. Attenuation, is that what that is? Attenuation. Attenuation, intensity loc, dot attenuation loc. It's kind of dumb mixing and matching these. I should just probably use the lighting implementation on this one and not use the RL lights thing. I think if I just follow this one completely, yeah, and get rid of the normal lighting as well. So get rid of RL lights. Oh, dude. So we'll just do it ourselves. I don't think we need these anymore, do we? So light. We'll do it just here. We want to define, oh yeah, actually we'll go up to defines. Define max lights as 4, because that's what they were doing. Maybe we'll just do lights here. So we'll say type def enum. Oh, they just write it like that, huh? Lights type. And they have light directional equals 0. Light point equals 1. Oh, they don't mark their things. Spot equals 2. That's the light type. And then we'll just grab this light data. Light data. Nice. Static and like. Yeah, let's get these as well. And in the func prototypes, we'll go down here and we'll go static light create light. Grab that and we'll grab update light. Yep. And then at the bottom of it all, we will down here get the implementation for these. Create light. So it's basically what we had in RO lights. Send light da-di-da. Update light. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some unloading and loading. Starting with game dev. Dude, you are an inspiration. Starting with game dev now. I know a little bit of Rust and programming logic. I try to program raylib in Rust. Yes. Do it. I don't know Rust, but I know that you can do it. Yeah, it's good times. I mean, things kind of go like this. Yeah, this nice. And then you're like, yes. I think if you If you're interested in programming and just demystifying games and stuff, it's really interesting. If you just want to make something and get it out there and have a company and stuff, then it's probably better to just use an engine. Or do both. Okay, now I want to kill... Might make things a little smaller. Not that anyone's probably reading this madness anyway. I want to kill the lighting shader. I still want the directional light. Now when we go unload shader, lighting shader, that's fine. And lighting shader equals, we don't want that either. No backsies. There's no GitHub, there's no repository for this, so what we delete remains deleted. Oh, did we do the ambient stuff? Yes, we did it up there. Okay, so we get rid of the regular old lighting. Material, block material, shader equals PBR shader. I don't know if this is just going to give us badness. Probably going to have nothing. I'm a nurse. Programmers even want to make games so we can make some money. Yeah. Well, you know, this process I spent the whole year prototyping basically. Well, working at the same time, you know, doing working and prototyping. And it's funny, it's like the big idea is sometimes the small idea. If that's a little cryptic. So this is create light. Create light doesn't want that. What does create light want now? It wants a shader, yeah? Did I write that wrong? With float. Oh, intensity 1.0 F shader PBR shader. How boosted are your lights, sir? Create point light intensity 3.3. Well, let's make it a bit more then. Let's make it 5. Okay, so down here we just want to be a little bit careful because we want to get rid of that one. And then we want to update light values for the PBR shader. Want to build and see where we're at. Error, unresolved symbol, update light values. Did we not get that one as well? Update light, or update light values. That's probably a remnant. We've got update light, create light. Oh, but did we not delete update light values? Add model to list, create light, update light, create light, update light. No, where is update light values? Am I calling it somewhere? Am I calling it in render? Update trains. Update light values. Update light. Okay, it builds. What happens? Okay, we actually get a gray It's not quite black, which is encouraging. I don't know if it's shaded. What happens if we turn the light up? Update light count plus. Return light. So we've got all that. What happens if we change the light intensity? Do we need to make the light, do they make the light before everything? No, they make the light at the end of everything, don't they? Where is our directional light being made? Directional light. Game.directional light equals create light. Let's make it 15. Does that change anything? No. Encouraging, somewhat. So back to here, maybe we need to make sure we have this thing where we're setting all these things. Usage and int no usage equals 0. So should we say we don't want to use any of these? No usage. Worked like a charm. Okay, worked like a charm. Usage. Okay, so how do we debug this? We're gonna have to get rid of the sweet visualizer and check our work. Let's go through it. We load the shader and just to confirm. Oh, what did I do? I was on the wrong page. Just to confirm our text file. So PBR shader compiles. That's good. So we got that. Shader load shader locks. Albedo get shader location, albedo map. We copied all this, so it should work. That should be fine. Vector view get shader location view pos. Int light count located in number of lights. We set the shader value. Then I want everything to fit on one page. Set up additional required shader locations. Okay, that's there. Yep. Get a location. Ambient color. Get a location for shader parameters. Emissive color. Then we load the model. Terrain test. I've got a feeling. What if, first of all, let's comment this out. That does nothing. But what if we changed all these to ones? All right, now at least it's black like the rail. So that makes me think that it's now operating on the correct material, at least. Or the albedo color equals white. Does this thing handle directional lights? Okay, so this is the plain car thing. We create lights. What if we created a booty light with like a heavy duty power to it? Still does nothing. Light directional. What if we made it a light? Wow, why are you so big? Point. And set it to somewhere like, actually, let's copy paste this. Light point, and we'll make it at sort of 0, 0, 0, and we'll move it up by like 1 on the Y. Nice. Okay, created the point light. Oh. Maybe we will... I don't think it matters. Then we update the camera, that's fine. Well, it's so much easier to read zoomed out. I've been so zoomed in on Stream World for so long. We do it here, do we? Yeah, we set the camera position, and then we set shader value, PBR shader, shader locks, vector view, camera position, vec3. Yeah, that seems okay. Then we update the lights with the shader and the light. Then we set these shader values, PBR shader, texture tiling location, blah de blah, emissive color, car emissive color, color normalize, floor emissive color. I don't think this is important. I don't think we need to do this. Because this is just for the tiling. Oh, I guess they do it. They do it. My bad. They do it. Oh, let's make this too high. Let's check that it's not on the floor. Okay, so let's just check. Oh, let's make that one 1. Okay, it's still nothing. Terrain materials, and we don't need to call this terrain emissive color. Emissive intensity, what if I set it high? Will it emit? No. So far we ain't got nothing. And then it draws the models. And then it gets the color and it draws them and it ends 3D mode. Okay. So what the devil is going on? Maybe we should... Oh, it is setting those inside the drawing core. Those set shader values. I feel like I'm doing everything that's in here. Maybe now they just need all these maps. Because they might just be all have black maps on them. The albedo though, occlusion value, color emission equals black. Oh, car material emission color. Interesting. Let's... Are we loading the albedo of the terrain properly? File loaded successfully. Dev, C, daisy trains, res, textures, terrain albedo. Does it know about the UVs? Do you have to... I guess they haven't done any special UV stuff here. Number of lights, we do all that. Max lights, light count. Middleness is an MRA. So the idea behind this is metallic equals 0, roughness and A. What is the note here? And ambient occlusion. So roughness we just want to be 1 for now. So we could add an image texture, right? Oh, how do we combine an MRA? Is that doable? Because you bake it down to an image, but then we want to take all those things and mix them. Do we have to, like, I don't know how to do that. Blah 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 blah, UV map, MRA, MRA. I figured you could cook them all down and then do like a RGB color combine, put one in there and then there, but then what do you do with this? Do you then bake that down to something? I don't think that's going to work. Oh, dude, why must they do this thing that complicates things? Maybe the ambient occlusion, is it black? Is that why it's like that? Emissive color Oh, here we go. Emission color. I don't know. Yeah, it is got a color, right? And then you set the emission color. Down in render. But it doesn't seem to do anything. There's no emission going on, sir. Can I save this? Terrain test, save, new general, file, import, GLTB, prototype. Is that what? Models, prototype. What? Didn't I just save it there? Oh, this is models. What? GLTF models. Terrain test. And go to UV editor. 3D viewport tab all. So does this not have any UVs? UV maps, none. None. That might be a problem. Oh, open recent terrain test. Don't save. So looking at this, UV maps it has. File export. Is this the wrong type? Should I be using OBJs or something? Go terrain test. Include selected objects. Transform Y up. Mesh. Apply modifiers. Send the UVs. Maybe I didn't have UVs when I sent it out. Images automatic. Don't know what that does. Oh, we have a cheese world. We've got a cheese world. We've got a cheese world. We've got a mother flippin' cheese world. Cheese grated. So that's glowing. Dude, man. That looks like our freaking albedos up in there. Can we change our light back? Where's our light? Where is it? Where's our light? Imagine if I was using Neovim and there'd be some hotkey, just go light. Is it somewhere down here? Somewhere unhelpful. Light. Oh, dude. Light. Light. Okay, light. It's 155, which seems quite bright, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. 1155. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. So this is just ambient light. So it seems like we're not getting any lighting. Create light. Vector 3 target, vector 3 0, float intensity, PBR shader. So we create a light. Yeah, it does all this. Sets all the light values. What are we missing here? Let's just go through the update again. So we set the camera position, yep. Then we update the light. Yeah, game.directional light, update light. Doesn't really seem like anything else is happening. Get shader location, shader text format. Oh, what's this? Light count, okay. We do have a thing called light count, don't we? Static int light count. Let's make sure we are making this light properly. Over here. Oh yeah. Create light. So step in. Not to that. Step in. Okay, light. Back to big mode. Light data. Light count 0, max lights 4. Light enabled, position, color. Color is white. Intensity 155. Light count, get shader location. So looking at this, max lights 4, light directional, light point. Okay. Number of lights, lights I. Where do we see in this shader light directional or light point? One of one. So why do we have it? It does nothing. What kind of light are we making? Of course, it's somewhere annoying light point. What if it's red? Will it make any difference? Is it too high? Because it's 5 high. Is there some red going on there? 1. Where is 0, 0? I feel like this is Give me like just a crazy bright light, dude. Nothing. We're getting nothing. Because there's no like reflective information on there or something. The roughness value equals 1. Makes no difference. Occlusion value, middleness value equals 0, color equals white. Come on, dude. I mean, we can just have no lighting and just emit. Emit white light from the thing itself. And crank up the emission. Oh, nice. Black and white game, anyone? Build mode, rail. How come? Oh, I didn't load the leveling. Oh, these seem to actually do something. Why do they do something? Oops. Oh, dude, why can't I do that here and then do that here? So the rail seems to actually be affected by something. What happens when we bring the train in? Yeah. Oh yeah, you go there. Whoa. Look at that craziness. We've got this crazy train going on. It seems to have some sort of lighting going on. I mean, something's happening. It's like it's super reflective or something. We've stumbled upon a look. What happens? You could probably do a camera follows train, eh? Ba-da-ba-dee. Something's happening. I don't think it's good though. Oh, now if I save this, now it should have all the stuff in there. So if I set this back to 0.1 and I go light direct, main light, this light here, and I make this not a crazy thing. Oh, oh, look, we have lighting. There's a light, and it lights our train. And it's in the middle. Hot diggity dog. It doesn't seem to work on the terrain. There's something about the terrain it doesn't like. Is it because we've set the albedo on the thing and it doesn't like it? Because we haven't set any other maps on anything. Is it because we set these? What if I get rid of that? It's like we still don't seem to have. Pretty cool though. Oh my god. If that's 100, I kind of want it to be bigger. The attenuation, the intensity. What about the fall off? Okay. The red light only affects the train for some reason. What's different about the train? Is that I got a full specularis or something? We make the train models. All we do is set the shader. We load the model, we set the shader, and we do it for the count. Yeah. But on the rail, did we do something else? Rail builder. I guess we could do this again. For game dot rail builder rail flat dot material count, and then do dot materials I dot shader equals PBR shader. Then do the same thing here, but instead of rail flat, we go rail corner and rail sloped. Hope we didn't make any mistakes. Okay, getting a very gray looking thing. What is it about the train that really is making this light available to it? We're making those. Car model is load model. I really don't see how I'm doing anything. Is it because we're not updating all of these shaders? Because what is it that we have to update? Terrain emissive intensity. Like, what if we just don't do this? Why do we need to tile and do emissive? Okay, that seems to be important. Okay. Now nothing works. Did I change something else on here? Sorry, this is a going round and round one. Is that the only thing I changed? Okay. Okay, confusing. Maybe this just has to be set once. This is 0.0. The thing's still... Okay, the train still gets lighting. Something about this train... Ah. Is it because this train has more information in it? In the file? Blender. We import GLTB from models, train engine. We look at this and go to the shader editor. It's got a base color. It's got UV maps. Import GLTF terrain test. This seems to also have terrain albedo. In there, cooked into it. But what's the difference? GLBs. What is different about them and why? And why? That's because we do all this setup on it. What if we don't do any of this? Where do I begin to learn Unreal Engine? Look, I kind of, but not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Well, there's a red light in the middle of the scene, and it's lighting just the train, kind of.
Ah. True.
But everything else is not kind of working. But check out the little level.
No, sure.
Oh, yeah,
Wow. Nice.
pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, that's very cool.
And then that's what we should be looking at, but we're not looking at that.
Right.
Beginning Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine's a tough one because it's very complicated. What do you want to do with it? You want to make games? I actually think, unironically, a good place to start with Unreal Engine is C++, because all of its blueprints, systems and whatnot are based on C++. So if you know C++, you can kind of figure out. But there's so many things. There's like lighting and animations. And it's like the It's a boss. It's like a boss level game development engine. Kind of need to know a bit about everything. Games, animation, scenes, yeah. If you're looking for more just like using it as a visual tool, like to build like environments or something, then there's lots of stuff online about that. If you want things to actually happen, like script game logic and stuff, then you're gonna need to learn blueprints. And like I say, blueprints are based on C++. So what happens when we get the rail corner? It says material count 2 plus 1 default. Train car, meshes count 3. Oh, 1 material to 1 mesh. Oh, and it's got information in here that it auto loads the color map onto it. What if we change something and try export just an OBJ, and we'll say apply modifiers, selected only, scale forward up, yep, colors, geometry, materials, export a material, PBR extensions. Okay, so we do terrain test.obj instead. What is it using in the thing? It is using a GLB. So we're using GLBs. Why my GLB not the same as your GLB? Okay. Oh yeah, now this is a problem. Is that now this is wrong? Because we've set, let's set all these again. Well, let's not, let's just see what happens. And we'll set this to that. Okay, it's exactly the same. Oh, it's kind of a bit more colorful. Similar to the rail. Is it because it's like a reflectiveness value? Oh yes, these are non-resistant. Does this do anything? Is it like... What are the other things? Middleness, normal, emission. Dude, I don't want to do any of this. I just want them to be white or nothing. I mean, what will they be by default? What if it's middleness 1? No change. I wonder if the light directional does anything different. I think this is going to be exactly the same. Oh no, it is a little different. Oh, and look, and there's little color information. Wow. That actually looks like something. It's got color, it's got like full metalness. It's got like full reflectivity. In the material. Because all we do is load it, and it's got something set in it. Can we open this file? Trainengine.glb. Oh, it's not human readable. Wait. Oh, here we go. Oh man. So this is all just like terrain test.material. This is all vertex information. Oh, yo. Why are you so like that? Okay. Dang, oh, and these... That seems to extend to everything. Is that actually emitting? It's not emitting onto the other things, is it? Set shader value emissive. Okay, so you need to do that per thing. Now everything's emitting. What happens if I turn this off and turn this off? Emissive. All right, now we lose everything. So we need to set the terrain texture tiling. Oh, so that's all that's doing is setting the tiling for each thing that's in the shader. And it needs to be set once, at least. Back in Blender, looking at this shader editor, the base color comes out as what though? It doesn't seem to have anything fancy going on. It's just a straight image. This one has a straight image. man. Alright, might be a little beyond me. There's something weird going on with that thing as well. Train model game dot train builder train model dot materials I dot dude, this project needs to be what was I do these defaults for these? Game dot train builder dot materials maps I. What happens if we set these? Nothing. Oh, it did change it. Look, the roughness has changed. I don't know why we get this weirdness going on. Might slow the train down a bit so we can look at it in detail. So it's doing something strange when it's flat on like that. Doing some, yeah, it's doing something terrible. Middleness value equals 0.0, roughness equals 1. Still looks the same, looks hideous. Looks real metal. Looks real metally. Looks absolutely awful. Nope. Albedo color equals pink. Does this do anything? Yes. So that does multiply with the albedo color. But somehow when we do the load model, what does this do? Model is defined obj. Model to transform, blah, blah, blah. We allocate material. Equals load material default. Map diffuse.texture. map diffuse. Dot color equals white. So where is it asking? Is it in this load? Is file extension gltf? Load gltf. Wow. Materials. Load material default. Get directory path. Has PBR metallic roughness. So this sets the map albedo. What if I was to do a thing here? Meshes count. PBR material. Oh, and the car. PBR material. PBR material found on rail flat. Interesting. Map albedo. So it is it's doing all this loading into these maps. Wow. Okay. I'll be right back. All right. So goes to show I don't know what I'm doing a little bit. The terrain. We're doing all this stuff here for the terrain. We're loading all this. I think it's loading that on its own. I think. It might pop in there and be like, hey, where is it? Yeah, see, whenever I don't set it, it says, yeah, PBR material. Train car has three. loaded successfully. C drive backslash dev terrain albedo.png file loaded successfully. Okay. GLB. Whoa, look at that. Why did that just immediately work? Why is this working? Nice. So the train is being odd. What did we end up doing with this? Are we emitting color on the... Did we end up setting the emission? We don't set it at all. Do we set it at the beginning? Emission value equals 0. Roughness equals 1. What if we set metalness to 1? Does that do anything? How exciting. Not really. What about this to 0 roughness? I don't know why it started working. Car model. What is this? I mean, the what framework? What is this? This is raylib and C. So did we went in here and I thought we... Oh, these are the train model maps. These are doing nothing. What about the... Does this do anything now? Doesn't look like it. So looking at this, I loaded this. Material count, PBR. Texture loaded successfully. blue. Oops. I don't feel like anything I'm doing to these materials is doing anything. Now I'll take the lights. Why is everything in such an annoying order? I never remember where anything is. Light, directional. Oh, it's such high value. Makes no difference. Okay, it makes a big difference to that. So this guy is just... Okay, the light... Oh, this just looks awful, man. Just looks awful, lad. Why is this suddenly like... Oh, it looks so bad. I don't know why it's doing that weirdness. Why is this so glowing? Why is this terrain glowing? If I put this emission lines back in over here, will this make a difference? No, nothing makes a difference. From here on out, it's going to be like a highlighter thing. Highlighter. It is setting the shader. Oh. If I set this to 1, will it crash? Ooh, okay. What is going on? Meshes count 1 plus 1 default. Why are there 2? Now it's in grey world again, and we're back in this weird situation. Everything looks bad. Dude. Oh, look at that though now. That's interesting. Now it looks like we're actually getting lit. What is happening? That looks like that's lighting it now. But then it also doesn't. Now it's gone back to that mode. This is getting pink light. This other thing isn't. Wow, it's so strange. Okay. Change that to 1. And now it's back to this grey thing. Except these things reflect pink light. Interesting. What if I set them both to it? Nope. Oh, interesting. Oh, no. Oh, man. Just use a game engine, folks. Why does it do that? Do you see that? There's weirdness going on. Pretty cool though. Well, at least I got some color. It's not being lit. The rails aren't right. Everything is wrong, but other than that, it's perfect. I wonder how much res you need to make it actually look nice. Or does it have to be cut up into blocks? Oh, I liked it better when I went to that other. Kind of not what I was hoping for, but not quite what I was hoping for. I don't know how to. It's just so hard to figure out what's the problem here. Hey, something seems to have changed. No, not really. I think I like that without lighting. Oh, that's because the light's like up here somewhere. And directional lights aren't really a thing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Does any of this make a difference? I don't think so. Oh, yo. Okay. 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 So that goes to show that these are MRA. Why would we? Can we adjust that ourselves? And this MRA, use text MRA. If use text MRA, metallic clamp MRA.R, or MRA texture Vec2 tiling bloody blah. How about we just say roughness equals 0.1. What if roughness equals 1? What does that do? Is roughness backwards? Oh no. There you go. Now we've got roughness. Kind of working. Does it still have those horrible artifacts? Hard to see when it moves so quickly. Okay. So roughness. We're just setting. Maybe we'll just set metallic as well. Let's just set it real high, see what happens. Who cares about metallic for now? And AO equals 0. AO equals 0.0. Oh yeah, no, this is like totally not working. I'm just trying to get basic functionality working. Because I don't even know how to make MRAs. Okay. AO should equal 1, maybe? White? Okay. So maybe it's this ambient occlusion being miscalculated the whole time. Now, if we set this material, yeah, I still get this. Only, it's weird, only the train seems to accept the light. To the rail, not really. Yeah. I'm not really worried about any of that. All I want to do is be able to correctly, or just shade anything really. Seems like, okay, roughness equals 1, middleness equals 0. I feel like these don't have any impact on what I'm doing. No matter what I do, that it always looks the same. But then when I enable this shader through the PBR shader, I get this. No, I don't get nothing. But if I turn this one off, then I get this, which I don't think is being shaded at all. But the train is being shaded. So I don't know why there's more than one material. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've done VFX. Like, I know about roughness and metallic, you know, and all this stuff. It's just I don't care about any of it. I just want to shade the models at this stage. And for some reason, this file, these train files, I'm not setting anything on them. All I'm doing is, I mean, even if I turn off all this stuff. Yeah. I know what PBR is. I mean, I know what in theory it's doing. I'm just not able to, like, why is that lit like that, but the rail is not? It's something to do with the materials that are being loaded in, because all I'm doing is setting the shader to the shader. If I don't do that, it looks like the terrain, right? Unshaded. Well, that's the thing. I've turned them off, so it's not using it in the shader anymore. It's not using MRAs. No, we're all in OpenGL. I just don't know how you can get from... Is there anything you can read in the file of this train engine? Is this setting? didn't like that at all. Maybe no shading. No, maybe no PBR. Forget PBR. I mean, this is just a random shader I found on. Yeah, I think I've crashed Notepad somehow. I wonder if I can open it in here. Res models. Train engine. Open anyway. Oh, dude. I just want this part. GLTF JSON. Save it as a file or paste and format it. Yeah. I did have a JSON formatter in here somewhere. M? No. Whoa, what happened? JSON? I thought I had a thing. JSON minify, Alt M. No. Copy, paste. JSON. Ready JSON. Let me just do it. No. Control Shift B. Format selection. Yes. All right. Accesses. Buffer view, byte length, buffer view, images, materials, PBR, metallic roughness, base color texture, index 0, cage, transform, metallic factor 0, double-sided true name color map, indices, materials, material 0, material 0, so if I open, say, this one, open it anyway with the text editor. And get, where does it end? Where does it end? All right. Images. Metallic factor 0. Chronos GLTF blender. So it seems this one has a bit more info. Does it? This. Oh no, wrong button. Okay, so we don't need this. Looking at this, we've got this roughness, metallic factor 0. This materials thing here is a little different. Textures, this is, which one's which? This is the one that came out of the Kenny stuff. metallic factor equals 0, 0.0. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Train albedo, axis, they're all in different orders. I guess the main question is, why do these train models, all I'm doing is load model and then setting the shader. And it doesn't look good, but at least it's being lit. Oh. Did I cut? Did I cut out of the train engine thing? No? Where's my train engine? What did I do? Oh, I seem, did I kill it somehow? Did I move it or rename it or something? I didn't change it, did I? Okay, goodbye. No, I've got no train model at all. Train diesel A. Oh, did I? What the? Oh, it's still there. File, import, GLTF. Okay, did I do a cry? Did I just do something wrong with the file? Zero. What if I just send you back out again? Select hierarchy, file, export, GLTF, models, train engine. Will it come back? Yes. Yeah, so going back, if I enable the PBR shader on the train models, oh, now it doesn't get lit. It's something to do with when Blender sends, when you make it in Blender. See, these cars come from Kenny, so they like have some other info on them. Well, they have enough stuff. They just have enough data in them for it to do something. Because I haven't like applied all the textures like albedo, and I couldn't figure out how to make an MRA. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe it's a normal map. This might be too hard basket. Compute PBR. Yeah, there is no normal map, but there's no normal map on anything. If I turn off normal map, oh, now we're getting lit. Ah, the normal map, sir. There needs to be a normal map. Is it we just need to bake out normal maps for everything? Oh, we're lit, dog. We are lit. With this big bright light. It's supposed to be a directional light, but I don't think directional lights are supported. Hey! Hey, something worked. So the light directional, let's make it higher or something. And it's very bright. Oh yeah, so we're getting... Oh, everything's getting lit. Everything's getting lit. So I guess the normal map, even if you had no normal, like, no bump information, the normal map still needs to be some sort of constant flat, right? For it to calculate properly. Oh, yo, we lit. We lit. We getting lit. Yeah, well, there just seems to be a flag for turning off and on. And oh, okay, so now if we go into the, say, the train, this stuff, or even in the terrain, I'll do it on this. The terrain model, what if we made the metallic 1 and the roughness 0? Will we have shiny trains? Not really. Seems like doing this here does nothing. What if this is red? Are we actually affecting these things at all? Okay, we can change the albedo, but... Okay, so without normals, does it not give any kind of specular or anything? So say we went into here and we added like a bump map or something. We made it more visible, I don't know, something like that. And then a new texture, I'm gonna call it terrain normals and make it that. Okay. And then we select this bad boy and we bake the normals. And we say bake. Go to the terrain normals. Yo, grueling pine. And the there's a usage flag. Okay, so now we've got a normal map. We can save this image, save as terrain normals, save. And then materials one map normal equals load texture terrain normals. And this probably won't do anything, right? Because we've got normals disabled. I just checked that it loaded. Normals file loaded successfully. Okay, so we get no normals. That's fine. So yeah, it's these flags: set shader PBR, use texture normal. So if I set that to usage, yeah, we go back to this. Why do we go back to this? Why do we go back to lighting no longer applies? Use texture normal, in texture normal map equals vic2, blah, 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 v normalize. Frag normal. If I look at this resources, old car normals, looks like normals. Disable MRA. I've kind of overridden MRA here. I've just set these metallic and roughness and AO values. Maybe this should be 0. No, because I just wanted these to be no usage. Don't use normals. Okay, we're back to things not working again. Weather. Is it because I changed this? What did I... Oh, is it AO is 1. AO should be white. Yeah, there we go. So that works. But if I bring back this use normals, it goes back to black. So it's just calculating this as black when it goes into the texture normals here. Texture normal map. I'm loading the terrain normals in. They look like that. They look okay. I feel like I need to download the example project and run it. That's definitely sitting there, right? And texture normal is this normal texture. It's this thing. If I plug this in to normal map, normal map color, the normals are there. It's really odd and shiny. Oh no, it doesn't look great. Oh, you gotta set this to non-color and then it works, yeah. So that normal map looks okay to Blender. mean, we're getting this. File import gltf glb. I don't have that file, do I? Could download it. Models, old car, new. Download. Just put it on a desktop main. File, import, desktop, old car, new. So that doesn't seem to even have any material info. So it's got no materials. Is it better if it's got no materials? What happens if I was to select this terrain, export GLTF, terrain test, include transform data, mesh, materials, no export materials. I don't want them. Okay, that's good. Now it knows there's no materials. Whoops. Does it work? Okay, nothing happens. I mean, something happens, but if we put the albedo on there, now that, please charge now. We're back in this land of no lighting. Turn off normals. Back in lighting. PBR. Let's just get rid of those. And in main, occlusion value equals 1. That's what that is. And we're back to nothing. What did I... roughness at 1. Okay, what about roughness at 0.5? No, but roughness at 1. No, it only works if you set the roughness to 1 here. Or is another roughness is the AO. No, that doesn't work. The metallic, that doesn't work. But the AO works. So it's the ambient occlusion value. Is that not what occlusion is? Is that not what this is? Occlusion value equals 1? I don't even want ambient occlusion. And now when we go back to here, use MRA again. Oh, shush. Okay. Wait, is that different? It is a little different, isn't it? Metalness 1. 0 roughness 0.2. None of these things seem to make a difference. But I bet when we turn this on, it'll stop working. Yeah. Okay. When it draws, so it comes up here and it goes. Is there an issue where when it draws, draw model, it doesn't draw mesh? Material map diffuse, it sends that in, it sends a specular. Material maps. Set uniform. Plus I. So it sets all of them. Yeah, obviously. Train model white. Middleness 1, 0.5. Oh yeah, they look metaller. They look more metaller. Do they? They've got a little sheen to them. I think it'd be good to, I mean, this is a good little experiment to mess around, but it'd be good to actually learn it a bit more thoroughly. Because right now I'm just going by this one example. Pretty cool. Zero 20 0. Okay, so it's a straight up and down light. That's kind of cool. If it's at 2, yo, dude, that's fucking rad. Okay, and we set this to like 15. Moody lighting. Oh look, this looks like it's real shiny. Did I set something to be super shiny? Roughness 0.2. Yeah. So if I set roughness to 1.0 and rerun the bad boy, still looks very specular. What if I was to now turn on this? Don't tell me we just get a straight up gray image again. Yeah, we do. So metalness, roughness, 1 occlusion. Don't use any of this. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So now it's just kind of flat shaded. Hey babe,
Yeah.
look, it's kind of doing something.
Oh.
Kind of doing something.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, there's little shading going on.
Okay.
Pretty good, pretty good. PBR, fully implemented. Man, it'd be nice to do this in a project, an actual project, where it's not just all mushed into one giant file. Oh yeah, and turn off. Don't do any of this. Yeah, all right. Battery low, please charge now. All right, I'm gonna call that not a total success, but like progress. Progress. I quite like the build the level, author it, and I mean, you know, mess with it in Blender. And then, like, what if you had all these other things, like here are these rocks and stuff and trees? You'd have to go through it and load all the meshes, put them in their place. Little instance drawing. Then you'd have to have like auto loaders that load things for you. You'd have a thing called level. Yeah, I wonder how you do that. Anyway. Sorry if I was losing the plot a lot throughout that. I just wanted to work, just work, just work. It's a little train that's moving around. Beep, 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 beep. I think I could do one more little thing. This could be crazy. Let's just have a little full follow. Follow equals false. If is key pressed, key F, follow equals not follow. And we get f follow equals false. Update the camera, else if game train builder dot game global train global dot initialized game camera dot target equals train global dot world position. Oh, we've already got a key F for full screen. Let's just get rid of that. I don't know whether this is going to be as simple as this, but we're going to try it out. F. Yeah, buddy. Ah. It's rotating towards it. Yeah, it's looking at the train. Yo. We did a little lighting experiment, or lighting and shading. It kind of didn't work most of the time. Kind of still doesn't really work, but it worked a bit. We've got a little test level in there. A little bit of shading going on. A little dodgy camera follow going on. Yeah. Yo, we're going at like 2,000 frames a second on this one, lads. Look at that bit. Yeah, I reckon. I like this look. Less is more look. Oh, if you set the diffuse color ambient to something kind of green blue, yeah, but like 70 and 70 and 170. Oh, is it doing it? Ambient intensity. Yeah. Oh, yo. Now we're talking. Whoa. Yeah. Go all the way back here. Yeah. Wait, how did I get so low last time? Yeah, when you go back. Little train sets. "3D worlds." Well, that little orb is annoying. For my little demo. Turn off this. Let's just turn off that. And that's the last thing we're doing. When we draw, we don't want to draw the current this. Smooth trains. Oh, don't draw it. Don't draw it. I told you not to draw it. Where is that being drawn from? Dun, 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 dun. Where is that thing? Draw sphere. Ah, did I do it twice? Okay, we're back in. Where's a good vantage point? Oh no, I can't. I can no longer get my nice viewpoint of the. Dun, 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 dun. Doing it. Did it. Not bad for a week's work. All right, mesmerized. All right, dudes, dudettes. Thanks everyone for chatting, troubleshooting. It's break time, end of the year. For those that observe the holiday season. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be back. Be back when the time is right. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I'll start cutting all this stuff into a video. But yeah, come join the Discord if you want to hang out, chit chat about nonsense. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.